want to ask, let's take it out of Caesar's time. Take it out of Bring Back an Invention. You're still a time traveler.
Yep.
It is 470, not even 476. Let's say it's 400 AD. Okay. You know the empire is about to collapse. You're basically at the last point when it is at the size it was. Where do you go? Assume that wherever you go, you can assume a leadership role and lead an army and become a lord, not lord, I guess a dux at this point. So assume that. Where in the Roman Empire do you go? Not to preserve Rome, but to make sure you survive.
Egypt.
Oh, Constantinople.
All right. You said Egypt?
Easy fucking answer.
Defend yourselves.
Agriculture in the first place, like you're talking about the strong. Especially assuming I'm in a leadership role, Egypt has been the fucking breadbasket and moneymaker of the Roman Empire, and basically every empire that controlled it from before and after for centuries. Not even centuries, millennia. Mm-hmm. It is something that if I'm going to be in a position, that is the easiest way that I could potentially protect and enrich myself, and still from that likely be preserved and saved on both sides.
All right.
Yeah, I feel you, but you're going to feel a little squeeze when the Vandals come down,
The Vandals did come down, but they didn't go into Egypt.
They didn't make it that far.
They partially did. Their big thing was Cyrentia, so along to Libya and others.
Yeah.
So if you're actually in Egypt, they're protected by the desert from that side that a large army cannot cross.
Yeah. I'm going 400. Oh, I'm going Constantinople for sure.
All right.
When were the Theodosian walls made? I mean,
Theodosius
was like 390, right? Was it Theodosius 1? Yeah, so I feel like I would just chill out in Constantinople.
All right.
That's it. It's a very defensive posture.
Well, you're also in a semi-leadership role. Let me ask you this. What was happening at Constantinople all the fucking time?
Oh, don't worry. I want to get to the debate here. But I wanted to get those. I wanted everybody to put their answers in.
All right.
Okay.
Because,
excuse me.
Oh, did you want to put an answer, Mr. Audience Surrogate?
I am going to go to this little group of islands to the northwest.
You can't steal my answer.
And I'm going to bring grain and yeast and show them what happens when you combine them.
Oh, God.
And then run them through hot copper.
So my plan
1,000 years early.
So my plan was to go to Britain, but Aiden's turning them all into alcoholics, so clearly that's not going to work. So I guess my backup plan
they would have done it themselves.
I'm sorry, historically, turning them into as though it wasn't already a natural state.
So if you're taking Britain...
No, you do your real answer.
I'll allow you to take Britain.
No, because I want to hear your reason as to take
Okay, well, my backup plan was actually the Bosporus.
Actually?
Make a deal, just stock up, be ready to make a deal with the Huns and be like, listen, go on through, here's a whole bunch of money and weapons, we're not going to get in your way. I'll even give you access to my ports. We're all good.
There is a distinct problem with that in comparison to the Mongols. The Huns were notorious for accepting payment and then turning around and fucking you over anyway.
They were, which is why I would spend my time making sure that I become useful, not just a money pit. So if I am producing weapons for them, if I'm breeding great horses for them, they won't get rid of me. Now, my actual answer was Britain for the exact reason the Huns weren't exactly good at boats.
No.
Yeah,
and also, the legions withdrew 10 years later. So I don't have to worry about other Roman warlords. I just have to make sure that I get the Brits in line and that Gildas does not end up writing his book.
When did William get there?
1066.
Okay,
yeah,
so
the Angles and Saxons were coming in right immediately.
So yes,
everybody basically dies in Britain in that century.
that's fair.
Yeah, which is
Everyone basically does.
which is why I'm not just going Britain. I'm going Wessex, the breadbasket of Britain.
But it's not there yet.
The kingdom isn't, but the land is.
Which is why I'm bringing the yeast and the wheat.
Call us the Yeasty Boys.
So that way when people try to invade, you show them this amazing
Shows up
whiskey
with a bunch of
you've
wolf
made.
skins where the
You guys
yeasty
can probably
boy.
just be like, hey, we're Saxons, guys.
Honestly.
You get the language for it, right?
I would take Britain. I would go Wessex, and I would set myself up over on the western coast.
You just go and
on the River
when
Dee.
the Saxons show up, you're like, I've been waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I took the first boat over here. Where you guys been?
All right, so now it's time for the fun part where we all try and poke holes in each other's arguments.
Okay.
Egypt, yes, breadbasket, also horribly geographically located.
No, it's not. Okay, Egypt has...
You have enemies on the east, the west, and the south.
Okay, yes, they have enemies, but at the time, that was one of the most stable positions still controlled by the Romans there. You said that I'm in a leadership position. If you're talking about the Eastern Roman Empire, they would manage to hold on to Egypt in a strong position right up until the Muslim invasions in the 630s.
We said 400.
Yeah.
You're going to be dead.
Wait, hang on.
So why does it matter? I'm safe for 200 years.
Yes.
For those who don't know,
If the goal is safety, I guess you are kind of you have a
I'm
good
safe
point.
for 200 years.
for those who don't know, who are those enemies in that area?
Oh God, I mean Exum, the various Bedouin tribes. You would
The
have had
Axumites were traitors. Yes, they would go and conquer some
potential
territory.
enemies. Potential enemies.
Yeah.
You picked an easy. That's the part. The problem is you picked an easy one. I should have said Western Empire.
Oh, sorry, easy one.
I should have said
smart decision.
I should have said Western
Yeah,
Empire.
we should redo it Western
All right,
Empire.
redoing it. Western Empire. Pick a better one.
Oh, fuck. Oh wow, the answer was too strong. I immediately have to go with.
Well, you picked something in the side that didn't collapse.
I mean, I did too, but
if you could,
we all did. didn't we?
No, I picked Britain.
Yeah, but you changed it to the Bosphorus.
Well, I was gonna do Britain, and then.
You can't take mine as a real answer.
Oh, okay.
I said I'm going to show up and give them alcohol 1,000 years early.
All right, I'm sticking with Wessex.
I'm joining with Alaric, and we're just gonna sack Rome.
No, you get.
I'm
Oh,
taking
so
Rome
you're
off.
becoming a traitor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ironic, the one dressed as a Roman is the traitor.
I killed the Roman legionary to this helmet. That's why it's too small.
All right,
There it is. That
Orindians.
makes sense. There it is.
So my answer is too good. I'm forced to change it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's the whole purpose of the question. Sicily.
Sicily?
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah. It's going to be Sicily because, honestly, among all the different locations, best point that you could possibly have for trade, still within some degrees of control, and not to mention, even though the wider Western Roman world would collapse, still, Sicily was still maintained by the Byzantines. It was a frontier. It was dangerous for the most part. For the most part, Sicily was. Sicily, along with Brundisium.
Until the Arabs got there,
When was that?
like 250 years later.
Oh, it's my Egypt question all over again.
You know, it's a good answer.
All right, just at this point, I'm picking Britain, and my only order of business is coming south and bothering you.
A good answer along those lines as well is Venice.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so what was Greece up
It
to
would
at
be,
that time?
except it would be fucking
in the eastern
swamp
side of the
because they
empire.
didn't
Yeah, but I mean,
build
like,
a lot
what
of the
happened once
infrastructure
they
until
came over?
much later.
That way you got
And got conquered.
That's why they built it, right? Because the
took a while.
barbarians were coming
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, Greece wasn't